I want to take you guys on a journey with me on getting the CompTIA SecAI Plus, starting from scratch. How did I even arrive at the conclusion of the need to get this certification? How does a person know like what certification to get in your career, either starting off or leveling up? Like, how do you know? I'm going to tell you guys my thought process and how I arrived at this and walk you through the whole process. This is going to be a multi-part series where I'm not only telling you about like how I got to this, but how do I apply to actually take the test, paying for it, and then all the way till when I take the test and then I either pass it or fail it. So let's start off with the beginning. How did I even arrive at the conclusion that I need to take, that I want to take this test? And it started off for me with this one is when I was in between jobs recently. Like recently in the last 3 months, I was laid off from my job because of Doge or some stuff that's happening in part of the government. The government's going through some kind of crazy reformation right now. So they're letting people go, hiring people back, paying people to leave, all kinds of stuff's going on. So in that whole chaos, I ended up being on the chopping block and was in between jobs and looking for a job. And in that in between time, when I was looking for a job, this came up. This job was a really good job. Now it's only a 6-month job contract right here, and it's gone now. It's already gone, but it was an AI security operations engineer, and they contacted me. And my resume was pretty close to what you see here, but there were some key things that they really needed me to have. One of those was this right here. They really wanted somebody to have Prisma AIRS, and I didn't even know what this was at the time, but I have some Prisma experience, which is it's a platform from Palo Alto where they do security for organizations, and they happen to have this product right here, which does vulnerability scanning, among other things, for AI systems that are in your environment. So some of the stuff I have exposure to AWS and GCP and stuff, but not necessarily in large AI enabled environments. At the time I didn't. And so there were some things here and there that I had and some things I didn't. This job was paying over $100 an hour, right? So what piqued my interest was not just the money, but the fact that I realized there's a huge need for this. And it's reminiscent of what happened when I went into IT in the beginning to do and then was introduced to cybersecurity. And when I heard about cybersecurity, like when I heard about what you do with it and all that many years ago when I first got in IT, a light bulb came on. I was like, this right here is absolutely necessary. And I was coming from a physical security background. So I understood many of the concepts and the reasons why you need it and all that kind of stuff. It just made sense to me. And the need for it was what pulled me in the most. This right here is going to be here for like this is not going to as long as we have data, there's going to be a need to secure that data. A light bulb came on for me just like that. This AI is not going to go away. It's just too useful. If you've used it, there's narrative saying it's going to take all the jobs, and there's narrative saying that it's going to destroy everything, humanity, culture, everything. There's one that's on the opposite saying it is our savior. It's gonna fix everything. We're gonna be in a utopia, right? It's everything's gonna go to you're gonna have a base income. You won't have to work because it'll do everything. There's these two extremes happening. But one thing I can tell you for sure, like I'm not gonna sit here and predict the future or what's gonna happen. I don't know. But what I do know for sure is it's not gonna go away. Everybody agrees with that one. No matter whether you're on the far doom side or the utopian transhumanism crazy side, both these extremes, the one thing they all agree on is it's not going away. And once you use it, especially if you integrate it into a real workflow, you realize how useful it is and why they're saying why there's these two extremes, how powerful it is. I think the answer lies in the middle. And so I arrived at my conclusion that I need to do this because I can see how useful this is to humanity. I enjoy using it. It's really cool and stuff. But beyond that, the functionality is what really made me realize, okay, and it should be the same thing. I think that if you're really trying to get into IT or trying to figure out like where should I go, what should I do with my degree path, or what specialization should I do, or what certification or whatever, one thing to consider is how useful it's going to be to humanity, to people, to businesses, to whatever, beyond just what you want to do, think about how useful it is and how much in demand it is right now and how much it's going to be in demand. You got to consider those things. And in this case, this made me realize the money, of course, is a factor, right? But it's beyond that because it's, I can see how they're using it here. What they're doing is they've integrated AI throughout their entire environment. They're allowing people in their a secure environment, they're allowing people to make their own apps within the environment. They're allowing people to be able to create things within their environment that have a AI component to it. And so they want somebody to come in there and make sure it's remains secure, even though there's these community projects within their network. They have several different types of AI in the environment that they have software as a service that has AI enabled capabilities that they want you to protect. They have AI related events happening. They got runtime agents going. They've got all kinds of stuff happening in this environment. And it made me realize this right here is the future of how organizations are going to run, are going to do their business. And this, without revealing anything, this organization right here that they got the contract for, it's really big. It's a pivotal part of infrastructure and who do cutting edge stuff with technology. So if there's a new when virtualization came out, they were on it. When cloud computing came up, they were on it. When you name it, they're on the cutting edge. These organizations are on the cutting edge. And that case in point, here they are diving into headlong into AI. This is the future. This is where things are going. And in the current job I have right now that I got into because I have been using AI and putting it on my resume, I got selected because I know some of this stuff. So now I want to go deeper. So that's how I figured out, okay, this is functionality. That is how I figured that out. Another tool that I sometimes use is Indeed or LinkedIn or some kind of job aggregator. And I'll just go ahead and type in a certification. Like at one point, AWS security. This is what helped me get into cloud technologies. I typed this in and I realized there's a ton of people looking for jobs for AWS. So if I just put in AWS itself, watch this. Just AWS, there's 200 current jobs in my area that are in the US that are looking for AWS. And if I typed in, I don't know, CISSP, which is a certification, you can see that there's 50 jobs for that. So I'm looking for like demand. It's just another data point that you can look at to figure out, okay, is there a demand for this? Do people want this? To figure out which direction to go. If you're trying to figure out, okay, should I go cybersecurity path or should I go cloud or should I go GRC? You can use different data points to figure out which way to go. And that's some of the things that I do. I go for like functionality. How many people are going to use this? How useful is it? Is it indisposable? Is this something that I'm in more in line with? Like, will it take me 1 year to prepare for this, or will it take me 3 weeks to prepare for it? That's also part of my factor of how long is it going to take for me to get into it? Like machine learning itself, I'm pretty far away from that. Like for me to get into machine learning and to build that stuff myself, unless it's dealing with security, like that would take me probably a year and a half to like really get into that. So is it worth it? Maybe. But right now, like I'm probably 2 months away from doing AI security. And now that I know the difference, I know that I'm way closer to AI security than I am to machine learning. And that's another thing that I'm going to get into is learning it. So once I knew like where I want to go, because based on the direction that I believe that all this is going to go, just looking at data itself, I realized that